What's up, guys? This is Karuzu from Karuzu's Gamers and Reactions, and I'm back with another video. This time, we're going to be doing a review of the Orville Season 2, Episode 5, titled All the World is Birthday Cake. So, we're going to get into it and talk about the Orville crew here. And I got my little image here on my tablet. So, I just want to try something different. Just to see what happens. Anyway, let's get into this episode. I thought that it was another solid episode this week from the Orville crew. I thought it was fantastic, actually. There's a lot of geopolitical, social type of political issues in this particular episode. It starts out with them finding another planet, a planet reaching out to the stars for the first time and trying to discover contact. And they send a signal out, and in only a few years, 3 years to be exact, they got an answer back from the Orville. The Orville picked up on the signal and went to the planet to make first contact. Now, a lot of Trek fans, such as myself, would say, well, that's a direct violation of the Prime Directive. A pre-warp civilization is not to be contacted by more advanced species, more advanced species with out of this world, literally, technology that the people there couldn't even possibly fathom. But, I mean, and they were just now reaching into space, so they never, they didn't know what the answer was going to be. Anyway, the Orville responds. They get really excited because first contact missions are the creme de la creme of what you want to be doing as a Union officer. You want to be making first contact for the first time with new species. So everybody in the entire crew is excited, and they set course for the star system that has that planet. I think it's Rena 2, the planet Rena 2. And they get there, and everything seems to be, on the surface, pretty decent. But then Kelly mentions her birthday, and this society is dominated by the astrological science. So astronomy. They basically judge people based on the month they were born, and they're prejudiced towards people born in certain months, and the people that they're prejudiced towards do not live prosperous. They don't have prosperous lives. They are humiliated, put in internment camps, and so Kelly and both boarders, since they have birthdays that are just 6 days apart, they both fall into the category of the group of people who are considered dangerous criminals, and they have a criminal element built within them. Their birth is the reason why. So they're put in internment camps. That's the A story. The B story is that the Orville got a new security officer. And Ed Mercer, the captain of the Orville, begged the admiralship, the admirals, for another Zillian to come on board, and they did. They sent one. Now this is Tala. Her name is Tala. That's how I heard them pronounce it in the show, Talia. So I believe that's it, Talia. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. All right, put it in the comment section. I think that's what it is, Talia. Anyway, she joins the ship, and she goes in. She meets Ed. Now she is completely different. This is what I like about this. This is so awesome. Yes, you get someone from the same planet, but she has a completely different attitude, a completely different demeanor. She's almost devious. Like Jessica Zor is almost like a devious type of, she don't, it's like no freaks given. And it's like she doesn't care about, she's very a matter of fact. You know what I mean? I really liked her character. Just tough as nails. She's not the cute little adorable. No. she has a sinister side to her, and you could tell right away that even like when Ed was talking to, she's like, you know, they're talking about her past record where she punched out a captain. She did the right thing, but it was like she had no remorse for it. No, she didn't feel sorry for it. Just no. I believe that this is going to be a developing story with her. She's a little bit rougher around the edges, as she stated in the show. And so, because she knew that the ship was close to the last security officer that they had, but she's nothing like a Halston Sage character. She's nothing like her at all. So, you know, it's a difference between night and day. And I actually, you know, she's taller than Allura Katan. She seems to be more mature, older. She's strong, and I really like her attitude. I kind of like her take charge sort of mentality. While they were on the planet, the people on the planet wanted to take samples to make sure the rest of the crew birthdays didn't fall into that month where they thought they were, you know, a criminal element. So they took 2 samples and got the exact birthdays of when they were born, which is fantastical, to be honest. But while they tried to go in there and take the sample, Talia wasn't having it. She just jacked the dude up on the wall. I mean, just like, and told him, "Hey, it's your lucky day." I mean, it was like, it was one of them Clint Eastwood moments, you know, like, today's your lucky day. You know what I mean? Like, make my day. It was something akin to that. I thought it was awesome. One of the most badass scenes in this episode. So, Kelly and Bortis, meanwhile, are in the internment camps and being treated like crap and trying to understand why, you know, they've been treated the way they have. And there's a couple in there that's married, and the female in the couple is pregnant, and she was trying to hold on to her baby until it would be a great time for the baby to be delivered. And anyway, she couldn't, so Kelly wound up helping deliver the baby, and they were hiding the baby under the floorboards. And when they came and did an inspection in there, the husband jumped out of line and told on his own wife, told his own daughter was hidden under the floorboards. It was just really, it was sad and ridiculous, and Kelly had enough, so Bortis and her decided to stage an escape. They tried to escape, you know, killed a bunch of people. They wound up getting caught and tied to a post. They were about to be eliminated. And all of a sudden, Orville really comes up with, it's not all of a sudden, but they had been there for over a month trying to figure a way to get Kelly and Bortis out. So finally they get them out. Finally they come up with an idea to get them out. And the idea is to put the star back. The star that was there was swallowed by a black hole, and the society below thought, they took that as a sign of, you know, that this must be a bad sign. That star is gone. That means the people that are born in that month are evil. But it was really just a cosmic event that happened. So the Orville came up with a way to create something that reflects the sun down onto the planet that looks like a star, and it's basically a giant solar cell, which I thought was fantastic. That they came up with that idea, and it, you know, it was gold, and so from looking from the surface, it would look like a star. And since they don't have the technology to find out what it is, then they basically pull the wool over the eyes of everyone on the planet and fool them into thinking that, you know, a new star had been born at that very moment. So the Prime Directive, which doesn't exist in the Orville universe, it exists on some level. Like the Admiral Perry, which was played by Ted Danson, which I thought was fantastic, right? So, he played Admiral Perry. It was a strong role. He delivered it well, and I thought it was fantastic. But he did mention to them taking people back by force. So it's just not something the Union does. And so they have a semi-prime directive. You know what I mean? Their weapons are more advanced, hundreds of years more advanced, so they could take advantage of the society. But Ed Mercer points out to Adrienne Palicki's boyfriend on the show, his first officer's boyfriend, that, hey, that's the very reason why we shouldn't use our weapons, because that we're more advanced. And You know, that's the age-old cry of oppression. I'm stronger than you. I will take everything from you. And they could have very well taken them back by force, but that really wouldn't have solved anything. So, except for getting their people back, I mean, I might, entertain an argument for that, but they didn't come up with that idea. They came up with the idea with the solar cell, which I thought was painless, to be honest, and very clever. And it was cool that the new security officer, Talia, came up with it. I keep saying Talia. Talia came up with it. So that's she didn't come up with the idea. She just came up with. She figured out why the star was gone, and then they figured out how to actually imitate a star. Lamar actually did. So awesome. Anyway, I thought this episode was 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. It was a great show. Had some comedy in it. And, it wasn't so much to where you notice it, but it was there. And so there were some funny moments and some badass moments as well. Next week, I think we're going to get back more to the comedy side of the show, based on the preview that was after the show. Anyway, I encourage you to go watch it. See what you think. Episode 5, All the World is Birthday Cake. So, I mean, it's fantastic. And not many people really looked at my Star Trek Discovery review for episode 1, and I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm not going to be doing any more Star Trek Discovery reviews because it's just not worth my time, and I didn't like it. So, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to like the second one. And some people, somebody did mention to me that, I'm just being biased and all this. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, this is not a good show. So, I don't like it. So, say what you want to say about it, and CBS can claim that their numbers are flying through the roof, but that's all a lie. Why are you trying to bump off the Orville if you're doing so good? Why are you trying to have a time slot specifically geared to knock off Orville fans? So if CBS is doing so good, they should have no reason to be trying to hit the Orville and hit their fandom. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a bunch of crap. They suck and they're losing and they're drowning. So I would never choose Star Trek Discovery over the Orville. That would never, ever happen. Hope you're listening. It just won't ever happen. You can forget it. So, with that being said, I'm Karuzu. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and share. And if you're finding me for the first time and you would like to see me do other reviews, make sure you put it in the comment section below, and I'll make sure that I read them and take under consideration some of the shows you want me to watch and see and do reactions to or respond to. Alright? I'm Karuza, man. We'll see you guys in the next video.